As the war in Gaza nears 4 months since the October 7th Hamas attacks in Israel, the shape of the debate inside that nation has become even starker. Around 130 hostages still held, a world increasingly outraged at the Palestinian death toll, and clear disagreements with Washington, as the Israeli Prime Minister says he'll stay the course. Nick Schifrin reports.
Israeli politics is always a contact sport. But today, in an Israeli parliament committee meeting, the families of hostages held in Gaza erupted.
I ask you, if these were your children, what would you have done?
Hostage families are increasingly challenging the government, including outside Prime Minister Netanyahu's house. They want to prioritize their loved ones over prosecuting the war in Gaza. That debate is now inside Israel's war cabinet. Gadi Eisenkot is a war cabinet observer and former army chief. In December, his son Gal was killed fighting in Gaza. He promised to make the right decisions for those who have sacrificed. Last week, he criticized Netanyahu and said the best way to release the hostages was a ceasefire.
It is impossible to return the hostages alive in the near future without a deal. And whoever is selling lies to the public, then he's selling lies. There's no other way to put it.
Publicly, Netanyahu's rejected any deal that would require Israel to stop the war and its effort to uncover Hamas tunnels that it says hid hostages, including this one under the southern Gaza city of Khan Yunis.
I utterly reject the Hamas monsters' capitulation terms. Only total victory will ensure the elimination of Hamas and the return of all our hostages.
But U.S. officials say there are negotiations over a longer pause in exchange for the release of most, if not all, of the hostages.
There are a number of types of two-state solutions.
There's also a longer-term Netanyahu disagreement with the U.S. On Friday, President Biden reiterated he believed Israel's security would be best guaranteed by a two-state solution.
But Bibi has said he's opposed. No, he didn't say no, he didn't say that.
But over the weekend, Netanyahu made clear, at least publicly, that is exactly what he said.
My insistence is what prevented for years the establishment of a Palestinian state, which would have posed an existential danger to Israel. As long as I am Prime Minister, I will continue to firmly stand by it.
It's the president's view that a two-state solution is the best path forward.
Today, National Security Council spokesman John Kirby once again put the onus on Israel.
It's going to require leadership on all sides in the region as well, and it's going to require leadership there.